In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make an amazing homemade chicken burger. Stay close, watch this recipe step by step, and if you're no subscriber to the channel, hit that subscribe button because we have new recipes coming every single Friday. Enjoy the video. For this recipe, I'm using chicken thighs and I'm recommending you to do the same, not just because these are cheaper than the breast, but these tend to retain more flavor from the spices you are adding. If you're lucky and you find them boneless, happy days. I wasn't that lucky this time, but removing the skin and the bone is an easy process. All you need is a sharp knife and minimum skills. Watch this. Make sure you scrape all that meat from the bone, and once you get with the blade all the way down to the joint, make an incision around the cartilage so you can detach the bone with minimum meat wastage. The skin should come off easily, so no knife needed. Remember not to trim the thighs too much as the fat will keep the meat juicy. And there you have it. Another reason to use chicken thighs instead of chicken breast. Also, they are much harder to overcook. FYI if it's first time you're doing this. Right after we debone the thighs, we get straight into the marinade. Most of the recipes I know are using buttermilk. I'm using soy sauce for this recipe, and trust me, it's well worth it. Not that I have something against the buttermilk, but let's do something different. Get the salt in and 1.5 teaspoon of garlic powder. And because we want to give it a bit of a kick, Cajun Spice and Tabasco. I love Tabasco and I love hot food in general, so probably I go a bit over the top with it, but you add it in moderation if you know what I mean. Thyme goes in, and the one and only smoked paprika. Big fan of this thing, highly recommended. Freshly grounded black pepper, and now it's time to mix these until the chicken gets fully coated in that marinade. In an ideal world, once we have this mixed together, we would get them into the fridge to marinate overnight. But these days we are all busy, all in a rush, so 1 hour will do. Just make sure you wrap the bowl in cling film properly, and in the fridge it goes. Now for the burger sauce, we start with some homemade mayo, and if you want to see how it's made step by step, just click above on the pork belly ciabatta video card. We're gonna be adding jalapenos to the sauce, and if you can't take any more spiciness, you should probably skip this step, but in my opinion you should definitely go for it. The sweet chili sauce I'm adding is gonna be in perfect balance with the gherkins that will come as topping for this burger. Give this a good mix and a bit of smokiness comes in place once again. Smoked paprika, my friends, and the sauce is ready. Set it aside for later. We continue our journey with the first topping of the day. Here we've got some beautiful Spanish chorizo. The chorizo works well with chicken, no wonder you can find this combination in many recipes. Try to get the skin off, but if this is an authentic chorizo, you can leave the skin on without any issues as it's natural. I'm a bit more fussy in this situation, so I'll get rid of it. Slice it in angles so we get bigger slices, as after cooking they will shrink considerably. We are now done, set them aside for later. It's been almost an hour since our chicken has been marinating into the fridge. And to dredge this chicken we are preparing 2 whole eggs, 2 whole free-range eggs, well beaten, and when I say well beaten I really mean it. Get that fork in action. Get the plain flour ready, 3-4 tablespoons will definitely do the job, and make no mistake, even the flour will get seasoned with all that good stuff that we mentioned earlier. You got to do this right. I know you are hungry and you want to get to the end results ASAP, but hang in there my friends, this burger will come perfect if you follow this recipe step by step. Time's up. 1 hour later and the chicken is out of the fridge. We are now ready to coat it into that seasoned flour, and obviously first the chicken thighs go into the beaten egg and just after into the flour. The process is so simple, I don't even know why I'm bothering you explaining it. Just watch. After the chicken thighs are well seasoned, get the deep pan on medium-high heat. It's not the right time to be stingy, so make sure you add a good amount of vegetable oil for frying. When the oil is hot enough, place 2 pieces at a time, and we are cooking these until the core temperature of the chicken is 75 degrees or higher. That's when your chicken is safe and ready to eat. As the thighs are a bit thicker, be patient and don't increase the heat, or you want the medium rare in the center and well burnt on the outside. That's what I thought, you don't want them this way, so just listen to what I said. Once the chicken is nice and golden in color, set it aside for about 5 minutes, and we move on to the chorizo we prepared earlier. Add a bit of butter, nothing major, and just cook it for 3-4 minutes. You guys probably know that I'm a big fan of toasting the burger bun before putting everything together. Just use the same pan as it's full of flavor and you don't want to miss any of that goodness from the chorizo. We have pretty much everything ready, so it's time to get this burger done. You can go overcomplicated with bacon, cheese, salad and so on. I'll keep it pretty basic, but nothing stops you from adding your favorite topping now that we have all the basic ingredients in place. Tomatoes and gherkins, two of my favorite things to add to a burger. And by the way, what is your favorite burger topping? Let me know in the comments down below. I have a feeling that 80% of you will comment with bacon and cheese. Add a piece of chicken, or you could go with two so you can create a monster of a burger. The more chorizo the better, and bacon could be an alternative, but in this situation the chicken and the chorizo are an unbeatable combination, so I will stick to this. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up because this will mean the world to me, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, you keep watching and I'll keep cooking.